For some rappers, the past 12 months have been a wild ride, as we've seen diss tracks, losses, lawsuits. Man, it has been rough for some artists. But Jelly Roll, he's not one of those, and we got a couple of reactions from Jelly Roll after Lil Wayne dropped the Carter 6, since over the past 12 months he's been on a dream run when it comes to the artists he admired. And before we get to it, including his reaction, we also have the latest saved for later on the BET Awards that went down a few hours ago, and as expected, it was another Kendrick Lamar sweep, and Doechii has been trending on social media for some of her comments when she accepted her award. And at the latter part of the video, we also have more that is on right now when it comes to how fans who don't pay attention to what's going on surrounding Eminem wait till he addresses something and then pretend to be shocked. And as luck will have it, we got the conversations going on concurrently, one centered on Eminem's verse on Doomsday Part 2, linked to Benzino, and the other one on Eminem versus, quote, the Gen Z audience from the death of Slim Shady. And today we'll be starting with one that I was unlucky to witness, and if I had to see it, so do you.
Father's Day.
Father's Day.
Eminem.
Eminem.
You are the best.
You are the best.
Father.
Father.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up.
Hold up. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day. Happy Father's Day.
Hold up.
Now that was from newdance.com's page on TikTok, and apparently they do these dances based on popular demand, but somehow, as you can see, the popular demand in this case is from New Dance replying to their own comment. Well, popular demand in this case could be based on the fact that their page has got over 1 million followers. Now that's a big brain maneuver, and that was Eminem's turn for Father's Day, and some users heard Oil Up and perhaps the whole thing going on with Diddy immediately reminded them of 50 Cent. Someone should send this to 50 so he can show M laughing my bum off, and some have now concluded it is amazing that someone said this idea out loud and everyone heard how it sounded and thought it seemed like a good idea. And moving on, in the past 12 months, Jelly Roll secured features on the albums of legendary rappers like Eminem and Lil Wayne, and he also got to become the first opener ever to get Eminem to show up, and they ended up stealing the show from Post Malone, who was the headliner. And now, after the feature on Carter 6, Jelly Roll took to social media. I can't believe I'm on the Carter 6. Man, life is unreal. Thank you, Wayne. I'm literally speechless. And we also got this video from his wife.
It's happened. It happened. Look, look, look. I'm on a Carter 6, baby. This is me for real. Snakes ain't always in the grass. Sharks ain't always in the water. Hey! The way rappers, they say my name. The way to do it? Stop it. Oh, MGK's on the album too. Oh, when Wayne hits that. He said it again. I was on Eminem and Lil Wayne's album in the same year, y'all.
What?
I retired. So
What?
y'all, I quit the music business. This is my last tour ever. I can't get it. I can't do anything for it.
And the BET Awards was on a few hours ago, and like most of us already expected, it was a Kendrick Lamar sweep, as it should have, based on the year Kendrick Lamar had. And Kendrick won Best Male Hip Hop. Kendrick also walked away with Album of the Year, which reportedly tied him with Beyoncé for most Album of the Year wins at the BET Awards. And Kendrick Lamar also won Video of the Year for Not Like Us, also won Best Collaboration for Luther with Caesar, and Kendrick Lamar and Dave Free won Video Director of the Year. And before we get to Doechii trending for her comments, of course, like the name already points out, this is the Black Entertainment Television Awards show, so expecting Eminem to win anything goes against the purpose of the show. Oh shit. Oh god. And perhaps Eminem brought this on himself when he rapped, I don't do black music, I don't do white music.
I'm just joking with you.
And while Future and Metro Boomin won Best Group, Doechii was trending for her speech at the BET Awards after she won Best Female Hip Hop Artist.
I do want to address what's happening right now outside of the building. There are ruthless attacks that are creating fear and chaos in our communities in the name of law and order. Trump is using military forces to stop a protest. And I want y'all to consider what kind of government it appears to be when every time we exercise our democratic right to protest, the military is deployed against us. What type of government is that? People are being swept up and torn from their families. And I feel it's my responsibility as an artist to use this moment to speak up for all oppressed people. For Black people, for Latino people, for trans people, for the people in Gaza. We all deserve to live in hope and not in fear. And I hope we stand together, my brothers and my sisters, against hate, and we protest against it. Thank you, BT.
And boy, the reactions have been all over the place. So brace yourselves and remember to wear your PPE before we proceed. And like we've come to expect whenever the talk is about politics, it is split. As on one end, she's getting praised. She spoke more about our world issues in 5 minutes than some of our favorite celebrities have in decades. Shrugs emoji. And some still remember the story we covered when she went viral for how she spoke to her staff at the Met Gala. If she speaks for all oppressed people, then what does it say about her when she speaks to people who work for her like they are slaves, like she did at the Met Gala? And the split continued. On one end, I love that we made this educated, talented woman the next it girl of female rap. I love that so much. While under the same thread, it is users who don't believe the fans had anything to do with it, but rather the music executives, not the industry plant put on stage to lecture people about how they should accept their cities being burned to the ground. Laughing emoji. And it didn't take long for things to get personal. Oppressed with an award in her hand and millions in her bank account. If that's oppressed, we'll all take it. But perhaps there's also something else at play, as some believe she doesn't deserve these awards, like this one that blew up on X. Doechii won every award Glorilla deserved the last 6 months based on their output last year. So this is an example of what I'm talking about, and I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. And moving on, I found some interesting discussions pop up hours ago on social media that I found quite ironic, because it is pretty much the basis of most of the criticism that Eminem got for the death of Slim Shady. And we'll start with this one. When a user posted this on Reddit, was just listening to Doomsday 2 again, and it got me wondering, why did Eminem just suddenly go after Benzino? Did he say or do something? Because it seemed like an out of nowhere diss. Was M looking for a fight?
After everything I do for you.
Today, only hours after revealing to the world that she is super able.
And those of you who have been with us for some time now know that this is quite the hilarious take because of what went down for years, as we covered stories in the years leading up to Doomsday 2 of Benzino pretty much on a press run talking about Eminem, up to the point that even his daughter got involved. When we covered the story of Kylo Ray on the Math Hoffer podcast, addressing the hypothetical question on if she will ever decide to work with Eminem if the opportunity came about. But people miss out on all these key stories, and then he's usually accused of starting the drama. And those of you who've been with us for some time now even remember when Eminem rapped "What rhymes with pariah" on These Demons, and some fans on social media acted like it just came out of the blue and Eminem was trying to start some more drama because he's obsessed with Mariah. But it was the contrary, like we covered months before These Demons dropped, when some planted quote insiders, clearly on her side, used his name to promote her upcoming memoir back then. But of course the casuals believed it was Eminem looking to start another one. And back to the point on Benzino, they missed out on the tantrum that started when Eminem was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Missed out on Benzino making peace and calling Eminem one of the greatest ever, and then shortly after, dissing him again. All of these, including the interviews leading up to Doomsday Part 2, everything was missed. Now we are getting questions like, was Eminem looking for a fight? And oh, the best one hit Reddit just hours ago, a whole tantrum over the fact that Eminem was poking fun at some of the top stories of younger music fans discovering his lyrics and pushing for his cancellation in the years leading up to the death of Slim Shady. I mean, we covered these stories on multiple occasions on this channel, like this one from back in 2021 when Eminem's lyrics on Medicine Man went viral on Twitter that sparked reactions like, "Someone please arrest Eminem."
Fucking PC, please. Fuck. Gen Z, here they come now.
And much more, as we also got another one. Can't believe they let this dude say this. And even back then, some even went to verify because they couldn't believe the lyrics were real. And all of us who paid attention to these viral moments knew that there was nothing to take personal when the death of Slim Shady dropped. because I mean, Gen Z's #1 rapper last year was Eminem after all, but the hit dogs did all the hollering, that's for sure, and had to resort to claims that aimed to rewrite history about how no one was ever trying to push to cancel him. Like, we don't have dozens of receipts on this channel, several viral examples, and even Corey Taylor spoke about this back in 2021, and we can't forget another classic one from 2022 when it was Beyonce fans doing the same over a word that Eminem used that is now considered a slur. But yeah, none of these things get noticed until Eminem reacts, and then suddenly he's the one looking for a fight when he decides to finally address what he's ignored for years. And like clockwork, this is exactly what happened when he decided to finally address Melly Mel after Melly Mel was talking about how he would handle him easily in a battle in that same snippet where he called Jay-Z a white businessman.
Mel stopped liking rap music around 2000. He don't like nothing. In my life.
It's garbage. Most of it is garbage. These are just guys posing. Jay, all of them.
Wait. Jay who?
Jay-Z. He's a white guy.
Yeah.
Jay-Z's a white guy. Jay-Z's a white businessman. He's a clown.
He said, oh, white businessman. Huh? What does that even mean? I just want to know what rappers you think today like, yo, he's good.
Me?
What about Eminem?
What about him? He's white.
That has nothing to do with
No, what if I was white?
What about it?
What if I was white?
Could you be Eminem still? No.
I could beat Eminem.
Can you beat Eminem in a battle?
Easiest thing I ever did.
If you battle Eminem, he will destroy you. Read my lips. Destroy you.
That was from 2017, years before the drama kicked off after Melly Mel went on his own press run with Eminem's name in his mouth that led to the verse on Realist. And guess how hip-hop Twitter reacted initially? It was another episode of Eminem just starts these things out of the blue. And when class was in session, from the so-called casual Eminem fan base, they resorted to claims about how he shouldn't be responding to a hip-hop pioneer even when he gets dissed on multiple occasions by said pioneer. And it quickly went from Eminem only battles pop stars to Eminem shouldn't respond to hip-hop pioneers. But that's enough of my ranting today.
Boy, that escalated quickly.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
And I'll be looking forward to your thoughts in the comment section. Thanks for watching, and I will see you on the next one.